So my friends on the other side asked me to create this video because the subject of control is something that they're very passionate about. Why? Because when we try to control one another, we're interfering with the angelic realm's job. We're not letting forces of nature take over. We're putting our will on other people, which is why they asked me to create this video explaining all the ways we control each other. Number one, emotional and psychological manipulation. Oh, this is a big one. My heart! I'm about to have a heart attack because you're not doing what I want you to do. Parents put guilt and shame on their children all the time to try to get them to do what they need them to do. Boyfriends and girlfriends put guilt and shame on each other. I couldn't even go to work today because of you. Your girlfriend made a free will decision not to go to work that day on her own. It has nothing to do with you, so she should not be putting guilt and shame on you. There are also other emotional ways we manipulate each other with jealousy. We purposely try to make each other feel jealous in order to feed our egos because it makes us feel secure in the relationship. We will boost the person's self-esteem as a way to try to control them. We will embarrass them as a way to try to control. There's so many different ways that we can emotionally and psychologically manipulate one another that I just want you to be aware and open your eyes to it. Do you have puppet strings attached to you somehow? Are you not making decisions from an authentic place? Because if you choose to do something out of shame or guilt, it's a toxic decision that isn't coming from the heart and soul. My friends and family know that if I show up somewhere or if I do something, I'm doing it from an authentic place. I'm doing it because I love them and I truly, truly want to be there. So it means more for them because of that, because I'm coming from a real place. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Number two, imposing opinions. Your friends and family are going to have a lot of opinions about how you live your life. Why? Because they love and care about you. They're concerned about you. They want to make sure you're okay. However, what happens when this goes too far? When you sit down and you have lunch with your friend and they're just like in your face trying to get you to break up with your girlfriend or something. At the end of the day, you have to follow your own heart and make your own decisions. So just be wary of people stepping on your toes and imposing their will on you. If you are concerned about your friends and family, pray for them instead. Pray for them and trust the other side to truly listen to your prayers and to answer them. I'm going to take this one even further. Suppose you have really strong opinions about your friend who is suicidal. Yes, I'm going to go there because I deal with the other side. I can. I've been empowered to do so, so I'm going to talk about this subject. Suicide. Your friends. You're going to freak out and you are going to do every single thing you can within your power to prevent your friend or loved one from committing suicide, okay? At the end of the day, what can you do? I have news for you. You can do nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. At the end of the day, if your friend really, truly doesn't want to be on this planet anymore, there is nothing you can do about it. You can't jump into their skin and attend therapy for them. You can't jump into their skin and stop cutting themselves. You can't jump into their skin and force them to take antidepressants, counseling, whatever. You can't do anything because they have free will and you have to respect their free will. So be very leery of putting guilt and shame on yourself thinking, what could I have done? Because at the end of the day, the answer is nothing. We are all here to grow as souls, to learn lessons, and sometimes that includes falling. And you have no clue what is going on in this person's head or heart. Only they know at the end of the day what their lives are like. So we are here to respect each other and to allow each other to walk our own paths and learn our own lessons as souls. Because what happens when somebody commits suicide is they go to the other side, they walk into the light, they're okay. They're not judged, but they have a lot of lessons to learn as a result of that suicide. So those lessons are what makes their soul grow even further. So that is my point, is for those of you who have known somebody who's committed suicide, please do not beat yourself up about it, okay? Please do not beat yourself up. Number 3, meddling. This is a big one. Really just getting hands-on involved in someone's life. Maybe you hate their girlfriend, so you just keep introducing them to all these women, trying to get them to go out with somebody else. Imposing your will on them when maybe they really don't want to break up with their girlfriend. Be careful. It's a slippery slope because you're manipulating things. Forces of nature will bring his soulmate onto his path when his soulmate's ready and when he's ready for that to happen. So don't try to just take over the situation. That's a slippery slope and a very, very quick way to upset the old angelic realm. I mentioned earlier that we are all here to fall. I literally fell. I slipped and fell and pulled a tendon and ended up in physical therapy for 9 months. That physical therapist ended up becoming kind of a personal trainer for me because he really did kick my butt hard. And that became the catalyst for working out and getting into shape. So after physical therapy ended, I continued the exact same workout regime and ended up staying in shape. So that fall was a blessing in disguise. Tendons completely healed, and I'm still in shape a couple years later. So sometimes you fall for a reason, okay? Number 4, another way we control each other is through money and bribery. I'll give you $5 if you do this. Or you dangle money over somebody's head like a carrot to try to get them to do something. Again, a slippery slope, not a good idea. You have to understand that you have to respect people's free will, and you have to give them room to breathe and to live their lives. So again, putting your will on others via money. Number 5, threats. This is a big one. Negative consequences if you don't do what I want or need you to do. This just flat out results in bad karma all the way around. Because if you're threatening somebody's safety or, personal consequences for them, that's just bad karma all the way around. So be careful with that as well. At the end of the day, we all have to be true to ourselves, and we have to allow each other to be true to themselves. So what's required? Trust. Trust is what's required from the universe. You have to trust that the angelic realm is going to answer your prayers and take care of you and your loved ones. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.